What is up, OGs? The girl is back with another video, and if y'all read by the title, this is a video you guys have been asking for the longest. I'm finally giving it to y'all. And if you don't know, if you didn't read the title, child, we are doing a girl talk. So today's video is like the girl talk. We're not gonna be vlogging or anything. It's just gonna be me answering questions pretty much, or like answering topics that you guys gave me on Instagram and answering this video. Anything that pertaining to like girl talk, or anything that you guys want to know or advice or anything. I asked you guys on Instagram not once but 2 times actually. The second time actually had more questions, like they were better questions. I mean, not more, but like they were better questions. So I screenshot them a lot, and it's a lot, y'all, so it's gonna have to be a part 2 probably, child. So we're gonna get into it. We're just gonna jump right into it. I got me some Stella Rose, y'all. Anything sweet, you know I like. So let's take a sip first. I don't know where to start first. Y'all, it's so many good questions, so many good things that y'all want me to talk about. So I'm trying to really just see what I should answer first.
One eternity later.
So I think the first one I'm going to go with is pretty much celibacy. Like someone asked, your thoughts on celibacy and will you go celibate? I feel like my thoughts on it are pretty much like, I feel like what everybody else think. Well, for me personally, y'all, I have been celibate before. Like I've gone 2 years without having sex. So I pretty much think that's celibacy. Like I think that's being celibate. I'm not the type of person who will wait for marriage, obviously. Like I'm not a virgin. But however, if you are thinking about wanting to do it, if that's something you want to do, I say go for it. Like I truly believe, like I had a friend who actually did it, and like she did it before she got married. Like she had sex before, like she wasn't a virgin, but she waited to have sex again till it was with her husband. And I think it was something that benefited her in the long run, so I definitely believe in it. It says, will I ever do it? And I'll say yes, because I have done it before. So, oh, y'all, baby. This is a good question. And I feel like some of the questions was kind of similar, kind of the same, but this was dealing with jealous friends or funny acting people. And another question that you guys asked was how to deal with envious friends. And I'll be honest with y'all, like I've experienced this on multiple occasions. Like a friend that you know is jealous of you, or you don't know, but you like feel like this person is envious of you. Like I've dealt with that 1,000,001 times, y'all. And I would tell y'all 100%, like if it's anybody in your friend group that you feel is jealous of you or envious of you, or you catch on to like those little things that they do and you just know, cut them off 100%. Like I've cut people off, stopped talking to people like because of that reason. So I would definitely say if you feel like you have a friend or anyone in your circle that is like that, cut them off, because I don't believe in it. Like I don't believe in being jealous or being envious of your friends. Like a friendship is supposed to be a friendship. Like a friendship isn't a competition. And if you feel as though you are in competition, or if you are the person on the other end, like you feel like you are in competition or you are envious or jealous of your friend, then you have to take a step back and just kind of like work on yourself mentally and emotionally, because that's not what a friendship is about. A friendship is about love, where you guys give each other advice, you know, working together. Like that's what a friendship is about. Okay, so this is a question because a lot of y'all ask questions about sex and relationships and all that stuff. So this was actually a good question, and it was just pretty much like, is sex important to you at all? And this kind of goes into the question where they asked me, where someone asked, do you think that you can love someone without having sex with them? So to answer the first question, is the sex important to you at all, which I'm guessing they're asking me that, and I would say, if it was a yes or no question, I would probably say no. But I think it's kind of 50-50, which goes into the next question, which is like, do you think that you can love somebody without having sex with them? Yes, 100% sure, because I don't think sex is I don't think it's what defines a relationship, or defines if you love someone. You love someone because of like the person that they are. Like if their heart is pure, that is what, you know, a relationship should be centered around, not sex. So I definitely do believe that you can love someone without having sex with them. Okay, so the next topic is pretty much, do you believe in starting over after love and interest lost in one partner? And my answer to that is yes. Like I do believe that you can find love again after a long relationship, or after you thought that you couldn't. I do truly believe that you can be in love again after love and interest was lost in one person. Because I know a lot of people out there believe like, oh, you know, it's once in love with somebody and I can't love again, or I don't know if I can love again. I was that person. Like, I felt like I will never be able to open myself up or give myself 100% fully to someone else. But now I am in a different headspace and I'm a different person mentally. So I do believe that, you know, you are capable of loving someone else, and you are capable of giving love to someone else regardless of what you've been through before, or whatever the case may be. So yes, being friends with your ex, like how hard is it making it work? You know, something around that, LOL. That's the question. And this is a topic, y'all. This is a topic. Let me sip on it. Because I feel like people have different beliefs and everybody believes something different, which is okay. But for me personally, in my opinion, I do believe that ex can be friend. However, I only believe that two people that once, you know, were in a relationship or once had a relationship, I do believe that can be friends. But I feel like you and that person have to have, like, or you especially, like, nobody can be friends with their ex if they still have some type of love connection, if they still, and when I say love, like, I feel like you can have love for someone but not be in love with them in that type of way. So I feel like y'all have to have, like, you have to have like some type of understanding what it was in the relationship. Like, you have to be like content with how the relationship ended, how the relationship went, and what it was in their relationship in order to have a friendship with that person. To answer that question, I don't think it's hard. I only think it's hard for a person to be friends with an ex if they're not completely over that person. But do I believe in it? Yes, I do believe that you can be friends with your ex. No doubt about it. And I definitely don't believe that you should get in a relationship if you're not over your partner, because that was another question somebody asked. So to throw that in, somebody said, do you believe that you can be in a relationship and still be in love with your ex? No. I don't believe in it. I don't think you should even step foot into another relationship if you're not over your ex. Like, no. Because again, you pretty much will be leading the other person on to think that this is who you want, they are who you want to be with, but in the back of your mind, you know that, like, that ain't the case. Like, you still have feelings and you still love your ex in that way. So no. Y'all asked some good questions, child. Okay, so here's one. How to break off a friendship that's not serving you. Y'all, I am a big advocate on distancing myself and just like going ghost on somebody who I feel like isn't serving, you know, a purpose in like my life. You see what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, how to break off a friendship? I can't tell y'all how, because I'm gonna tell y'all how I do it. Me personally, I'm the type of person that would literally stop talking to somebody and you would never hear from me again. Like, that's the type of person I am. However, it's no hard feelings, it's no issue, it's no beef. I still love you, I still got love for you, but the whole, like, where I'm going in life, we ain't seeing eye to eye in the friendship, and you not like being the type of friend that I would want. So like, in that way, that's like how I maneuver a friendship. And I also feel like it's helpful because I am also the type of person that believes that whatever friendship, relationship, whatever is going on in that relationship, you guys have to talk about it in that situation. And if things don't change, or if nothing is changing, then you go your separate way. And it's no need to explain why, because you already know why. People come and go, y'all. And I had to learn that no matter what, people are in your life for a reason. And some people are only in your life for a season. Once you realize that everybody's not gonna be in your life forever, and you have to come to terms with that, especially that people that aren't, you know, being a good friend to you, if that makes sense. Like, I've cut out people like I felt like was envious of me, or like it was some type of jealousy or some type of envy. Like, we already discussed this conversation before. I felt like it was when you clap for somebody, but like when they don't clap for you, it's like, but you're supposed to be my friend. You see what I'm saying? Cut, automatically cut. Or like people who do little stuff like, oh my God. Let me drink on this. People you feel like do little stuff here and there, and it's like, are you even my friend? You see what I'm saying? Like, I've had someone who would down me, like down things that I do, or just like, like, you know, not be happy for you. Like, you know when people are just envious or jealous. Like, you know when people don't have your best interest at heart. and you know that, like you feel that. I'm a type of person who give people chances. Like I give you chance after chance. In the moment I feel like, okay, this is my last straw, this is my last chance, I'ma just go. Like I'ma just, that's done. Like ain't nothing to explain. Like I already told you over and over what it was. So there's no need for me to explain. But once I go ghost, you know why. And it's just that on that. But like I mentioned before, it's no hard feelings, there is no issue, there's no beef. If you ain't changed or if you not being a good friend or being a better person and the type of person that I need in my life, you can go. And it's just that on it. How to get over a friendship breakup. And like I mentioned before, like I give people chances. So like when I'm done in that friendship, it's kind of like it don't hurt me because it's like I already said what I had to say. It already was done. So it's like I don't have to pretty much explain. Like I'm not gonna be hurt about it. Like I'm not losing no sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like it can be one of those things where like, dang, like, you know, I missed talking to this person or being that person's friend, but it's just like it wasn't what was best for me. You see what I'm saying? And I think when it comes to like friendships that, you know, I distance myself from, it wasn't a matter of like they just did me so dirty. It was just, it wasn't the type of friend that I need in my life, pretty much. And that's that. Like I know people who had friends, they've been friends for years, and then this person will steal from them or do something like that, and it's kind of like, dang, I thought you were my friend, but now I have to distance myself. Like I can see how that can hurt someone, and that can be hard to move on from. But me personally, I never went through any situation like that. Like I never had a friend like that. I don't know if that makes sense, y'all, but I'm just kind of like giving you guys examples of how I've dealt with things and like what I do in those type of situations. So, and I can only speak from what I've done and how I do things. So everyone have to realize that at the end of the day, you a loss. And once you realize that one, you the catch and somebody lose you and that's their loss, that's it. Oh, this is a question. So this is something someone asked me, being forced to do things you don't want to do. So I know I have my audience pretty much like young, and I also have people who are my age, and I also have people who are older than me. So for the young people, and just for anybody watching this video, when it comes to people making you do things you don't want to do, I am anybody can tell you this. Like anybody in my circle, any of my family and friends, y'all, they can tell you that I am not easily persuaded, child. I am not. Nobody can make me do nothing I do not want to do. And I feel like everybody should be like that, but I know a lot of people give into peer pressure and all of that stuff, and I truly believe like if it's something like deep down inside you don't want to do, because I have a hard time sometimes, like I'm big on like, you know, nobody can make me do something I don't want to do, but I also have a hard time of speaking up for myself. Like I have a hard time of doing that, but I do believe it's something you're supposed to do. Like if you don't want to do something, don't do it. I guess that's the way to answer that question. So I know a lot of people can force people and like just beg and nag. Like if you don't want to do something, just tell them no, I don't want to do it. It's just that simple. Either they respect it or they don't, and you keep it pushing. So the next question is, do you prefer waxing, shaving, or none at all? And I prefer now, because at first I was a shaver for a long time, but like I've been getting waxed for, I don't even know how long, y'all. So I definitely prefer waxing. A lot of people mentioned, what was it, laser? But I don't know, I haven't gotten to that yet. So like between shaving and waxing, like what I've done before and what I do now, I would choose waxing 100%. Like I love waxing. It just makes your body feel smoother. You just feel cleaner, like I don't know. And also too, waxing lasts longer than shaving. Like when I was shaving, like it don't last long. Like you shave and boom, you growing hair, or you a prickly pear the next day, child. So I like waxing more. Okay, someone said girl code. Talk about that. I can't even read it. Girl code. Talk about, is it okay to talk to your friend ex? And that question is 100% no. Any of my friends, I will never talk to anybody they talk to, date anybody they talk to. No, never. And my friends wouldn't do that to me either. So no, I don't believe in it. Like, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of taboo because some people think differently. But me personally, child, I won't talk to any of my friends' ex. Someone said, I just seen this post and it said, girls who show their bodies or show skin, they are for sale. All right, so I want to go deep into like that topic because I feel like a lot of people want to, you know, show their body and show skin, but they are afraid to be judged. And me personally, child, I'm not the type of person at all. Like whatever type of pictures I'm gonna take because I want to take, and it's because I like to take them like that. It's just simple as that. And y'all know me, the more skin, the better. So I feel like anybody who is in that mindset or feel that way did it, because I don't believe in it. Like, I feel like a person, anybody should dress how they want to dress, take pictures how they want to take, and not care. Like, I feel like it shouldn't be any judgment. Like, I don't get how anyone who show their body, quote unquote, or take explicit pictures, or take pictures the way people assume they take pictures is, oh, they're for sale, or oh, they got quote unquote hoe. No, I don't believe in it. Like, I feel like a person, the way a person takes pictures or the way a person dressed does not define that person, if that makes sense. And I heard a lot of people, this, I don't know if this was a question, but we're gonna go into that topic because it's kind of like the same thing. But like, going into like when it says your partner controlling what you wear, or you should dress a certain way if you were in a relationship, or you should dress a certain way if you were married. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that either. And argue with your mama now, me child, because this is my opinion, and everybody has their own opinion, which is fine with me. But me personally, no, I'm not that type of person. Like, if any person is controlling what you wear, or can tell you what you can and cannot wear, then why are you with that person? Like, no, you're not with me for what I'm wearing and what I'm not wearing. You see what I'm saying? Like, you are with me. And if I dress this certain way, and if I take pictures a certain way, you take all of that in. Like, if you don't want someone who dresses a certain way or take pictures a certain way, then you go date somebody who, you know, fits your needs or your likes. So, I mean, yeah, I feel like that's a big topic, that's a discussion, but I don't believe in that. Like, I feel like a person, especially a woman, because that's pretty much the people who get ridiculed for taking pictures a certain way or wearing certain clothes. Like, nah, I believe that you should wear what you want to wear and take pictures how you want to take them. And I damn sure don't believe that because you dress a certain way or you take a picture a certain way, that means you're for sale. Like, what? That don't even make sense. Like, how does the two even correlate? Nah. All right, so this is a good one. Someone said, do you feel like you want kids or you still want to wait? So the question, I mean, I guess to answer that question, yes, I still want kids. But I know, like, before I was kind of like, oh, I want to have kids before this age. Child, I'm 26 and time ain't slowing down. And I'm not at a stage in my life where it's like kids fit in my life. You see what I'm saying? So I can't say like, oh, I want kids at this certain age, because I don't know where I'm gonna be or what I'm gonna be doing when I'm 27 or when I'm 28 or when I'm 30. Like, I don't know. So I don't know. I feel like I'm at a point where I'm not putting a time limit on it. You see what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you know, for me, I don't want to have kids like when I'm 40. Like, I don't want to, you know, you get what I'm saying? But I still want to have kids, but I'm not putting a time frame on it at the moment. Besides 40, I guess. And I'm still, y'all, I am still a firm believer that I'm not having kids until I'm married. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, that is still something I believe in, and that's still something I'm sticking to. I'm sticking to it. And everybody has their own beliefs. I know I talked to a friend and she was just like, yeah, she will have kids, you know, without a partner, like not without being married or without, you know, having a partner. You see what I'm saying? She would have kids by herself, which, you know, people have their own beliefs and what they would do. But me, I still wouldn't have a kid until I'm married, but I want kids. So, oh, this is a good question. Somebody said, how to know the difference between sex and making love? And I honestly feel like you know the difference. Like, because another question was like, do you believe in soul ties and like twin flames? You know, 100%, I believe in all that stuff. Like, I feel like nothing is a mistake, like, at all. And I definitely believe in order to know the difference between having sex and like making love, like, you feel connected to the person you making love to. You don't feel connected to the person you having sex with. And you just think about that and let that sink in. Oh, when you feel like they acting weird, take that as a sign? Oh, take that as a sign, question mark, yes. And I don't know if this is the same thing related to this question, but the question is, when you feel like they acting weird, take that as a sign, yes. Because I feel like when you feel like somebody is off, or this goes back to intuition and all of that, believe it, y'all, it is true. Like, I ain't gonna go too deep into it, but it is a thing. Like, when you feel something or you thinking something too deep, or you feel it like here, like you feel it right here, y'all, believe it and take it as a sign, because it is the truth, child. It is a sign. Like, if somebody's acting weird towards you, or you just feel like things are off, or you just have this gut feeling, like, trust your gut and trust your intuition always. I wouldn't say off the rip, because people mood changes. It can be anything that you don't know, or they can't be communicating that with you. However, you know, you try to see, you know, talk to them, say like, you know, you acting a little different, you acting weird, like what's the issue? And, you know, you communicate that, because sometimes I can act a little different, or my mood can be off and I can act weird, but it's like I don't have a problem, or I'm not doing anything that's, you know, towards you. You see what I'm saying? It's just something that I'm dealing or battling within myself. And you know, you just communicate that with your partner. But like, if that gut and that intuition is telling you something, child, believe it. All right, next up, somebody said, what do you consider cheating? Only having sex with others, or talking, texting, etc.? Everything, y'all. I feel like something you wouldn't do, or something, something you wouldn't want your partner to do, or you wouldn't feel comfortable with your partner doing, that's cheating. You see what I'm saying? And if you are hiding it, or you have the need to hide it, it's cheating. So I feel like it don't have to be like you having intercourse with the person. It can be texting, it can be calling, it can just be talking. It can be cheating. You see what I'm saying? I don't believe that, oh, if you just texting somebody, it's cheating, or you talking to somebody, it's cheating. But if it's like, oh, you hiding it, or it's something you saying things, or you doing things that you wouldn't want me to do, or you feel the need to hide and do, it's cheating. Just having sex with somebody versus emotionally cheating is 10 times worse. No, this is just something they want me to ask my opinion on. But if a man has kids on you, but the woman stays, okay, so I will give my honest opinion on that. I feel like if someone has a baby on me, that's just something I just can't get over. Like, no. But I do believe that, like, if someone stays in a relationship where a man had a baby on them, that's their business. And that's all I'm gonna say on it, y'all. Like, I am a true believer that, like, you can't make somebody do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody wants to do something, let them do it. Like, I don't think you should care, oh, this, that, or da 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 da. Like, if they want to do it, let them do it. Because it's not your life, and it's not the situation you in, so you don't have an opinion on it. You see what I'm saying? If you are, like, if somebody was to stay with someone who had a baby on them, like, it's like I said, I'm the type of person, I don't judge nobody. Like, everybody has done something in this world that they are ashamed of, so it's like, who am I to judge? So I think this is a question that goes back to the question that I just answered. It says, your friend not living their relationship until they want to. Stay out of it. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I am when I say firm, a firm believer on it, which I am so thankful for the type of friends that I have in my family, because no matter the situation that I'm in, my family and my friends never try to deter me from, like, the decision that I want to make, if that makes sense. Like, nobody is telling me what to do. It's like, whatever you want to do, I'm here to support you, and I'm always be here for you. But never, it's none of your business. Stay out of it. You shouldn't convince anybody to leave a relationship that they're not ready to leave. Like, I feel like when a person is ready to leave a relationship, they will. And it's just that on that. All right, so somebody said, why do you think men, which it can be men or women, y'all. But the question says, why do you think men feel like it's okay to lie and cheat on somebody they love? Again, this is just my opinion, but I do truly believe that you can love someone and not be in love with them. Because I guarantee you, nobody that is in love with you would cheat on you. If you don't want to be with somebody and you feel like in the back of your head you want to cheat, or you thinking about cheating, just leave the person alone. Like, it's easier to pretty much leave a relationship than to mentally and emotionally damage someone to the point where you cheat on them. Like, that's different. Like, if you just say, I don't want to be with you, and all of that, I'm pretty sure that would be hurtful for anybody hearing that from somebody that they love and thought loved them. But it's different. Like, cheating is different. Like, that's another heartbreak. Like, that's 10 times different. Oh, this is good, y'all. Somebody said, being firm with your boundaries, whether it's in your business or personal life. And yes, like, ooh, like I said, I am, I'm working on, like, myself and just being more vocal, but I have a hard time of just speaking up for myself sometimes. And with me being a business person, I kind of having to get in the habit of just saying, like, this ain't what I want, this not what I like. I am the type of person, like, I feel like I kind of step back a little bit because I can come off too harsh sometimes. So I'm trying to work on delivery, how I say things if I don't like something. But I feel like you have to stay firm in what you want and what you don't want, especially when it comes to, like, relationships and in business. Like, it's key. I feel like I'm good at handling like boundaries, like what I want and what I don't want. But again, it's kind of like I have a hard time sometimes just speaking up, if that makes sense. But I do believe that you should be firm on your boundaries and whatever it is. Like, don't let nobody try to steer you away from what it is. Like, if you are like you're 100%, that's what it is. That's what it should be. All right, y'all. So the next one is strict parents. How to deal with strict parents. Was your parent strict? Yes. My mom was 100% a strict parent. Y'all, it was nothing I could do, pretty much. How to deal with strict parents? I'm not really sure how, but I definitely believe that it's levels to it. Like, I do feel like you should give a kid, you know, freedom, not too much. Like, you know, a kid, when you are at an age, you know right from wrong. So I feel like a kid knows when something is right and a kid knows when something is wrong. So it's no use of trying to not tell them not to do something or trying to keep them from doing something. Because if a kid want to do it, they're going to do it. Because I guarantee you that saying of having strict parents creates a sneaky kid. And yes, baby, when I was a kid, like high school, stuff like that, baby, I can do nothing. And since I couldn't do nothing, and since my mom won't let me do nothing, I'm gonna do it anyways. Like, you know, I snuck out a few times, you know. But again, like, if my mom was just, you know, gave me the freedom to just do things, you know, tell me, hey, you know what you're not supposed to be doing, so don't be doing it. But I'm not gonna stop you. Plus, I think kids have to have learning lessons, like 100%. Like, I'm not gonna be a strict parent. I don't know how to deal with it, because I don't know how I deal with it. I just did what I wanted to do. And I do believe that a strict parent isn't a bad parent, because I feel like a lot of things that my mom wouldn't allow me to do or kept me from doing made me who I am today. And I thank her for that. However, could she have been a little lenient? Yes. But I know I'm appreciative of how she was as a parent and how she parented me. I say be grateful for it, but also, you know, communicate with your parents, you know, if it's something you want to do, why you want to do it. And, you know, I feel like trust goes both ways. The parent's supposed to trust their child. And if you trust your child enough to, you know, allow them to, you know, be free, you know, experience life and be a kid, I feel like they wouldn't have to sneak. And I want my kid to tell me everything. I want my kid to be comfortable to come and talk to me. And I know a lot of times when a parent is strict and you just know like your parent won't allow you to do anything, it creates a hard kid. Like a kid not gonna wanna just go and talk to their parent and tell their parent everything when they know that their parent is so strict. Body shaming. I don't believe in it. I don't know, I feel like I am just a free spirit, y'all. I'm just the type of person who do not care like what anybody, or like I don't care what anybody has going on. I don't care how anybody looks. I'm not a judge. I'm not a judgmental person. Like, I don't care. Again, everybody on this earth is meant to be different. Like, everybody on this earth isn't supposed to be the same. So I feel like a lot of times people have this notion, and the way social media is now and the way it is saturated, a lot of people feel like, oh, you're supposed to look a certain way, you're supposed to be a certain way in order to fit society, which is not the case, because in reality, we were all made to be different. Your belief is your belief, but you shouldn't project it on anybody else, if that makes sense. Topics on how it's not a girl's fault if he cheats. So, what? Okay. So yes, that is true. If anybody, girl or boy, cheats on you, it's not your fault. I am a firm believer that cheating is not a mistake. And anybody who cheats knows they're cheating. And it's it's not something you want your partner to do. It's something you're supposed to not be doing, child. So it ain't no mistake. Whatever the case may be, no matter what it is that's going on in a relationship, and no matter what, you know, if you want to leave the person, leave the person. But I don't believe in cheating, no matter what it is. So whoever is in the relationship that was cheated on, it's not their fault. How long to talk to a person before having sex? Woo. I mean, like I said, I am the type of person who don't care. I mean, if you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. I believe that it should be what the person wants. Like, if that's what you want, first day of meeting somebody, you want to, you know, do what you do, go for it. If you don't, if you want to wait a month, if you want to wait 5 months, do it. If you want to wait to get married, do it. I don't think it's kind of like a time frame you should put on it or whatever it is. It's just whenever you're comfortable with it. And I don't think you should be judged or anything because this is what you decide to do. Like a lot of people who want to wait till marriage wait till marriage, like, no. I feel like if that's what the person want to do, that's what they should want to do. Me personally though, I would talk about like my personal experience and like my opinion on it. Like I wouldn't just meet somebody and just have sex with them. That's not what I would do. However, I'm not judging anyone who does. Okay, somebody said, I feel like I already talked about this, but it was like, what's your definition on talking and being in an actual relationship? Y'all, it is a difference. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say it is a difference between talking and being in a relationship. Okay, so talking is pretty much you getting to know someone, you talk to somebody, and talking is just talking. But being in a relationship is where, you know, you commit to the person that it's just gonna be you two and that's it. You're not talking to nobody else, you're not dating nobody else. If y'all have that understanding, and that is where a relationship is. And usually a relationship is a title, like boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is. Like, I am a firm believer that talking is talking and being in a relationship is being in a relationship. And when you're in a relationship, when you're I'm gonna say this again, when you are in a relationship, you are in a relationship. And you cannot, unless y'all have an understanding, you cannot date anybody else when you are in a relationship. When you are talking, unless again y'all have an understanding of we just talking to each other. But in reality, talking is just talking. Like you're just getting to know people, you're going on dates, you're doing all that type of stuff. And I believe that you can do that with multiple people when you are in the talking phase or the talking stage. This one is having your own money as a woman. And I feel like that is important for anybody. I think anybody in this world, man or woman, should have their own money. Like, I definitely don't think you should be dependent financially on one person. I do believe that a partner and people, women, men, whoever is watching this video, I definitely think that you should have your own. And it's always good to have your own. It's kind of like individuality. Like in a relationship, you're supposed to have your individuality and have your own things, and money should be one. All right, so this is a long question. It's kind of like deep. What would make you say, okay, this is the last straw? I feel like it depends on the person. And it says, would you think cheating should end a relationship? And so I'm gonna go into like that whole topic because a lot of people asked about pretty much just cheating and should that be a deal breaker and all of that. And I'm gonna say this, me personally at the moment, like right now, like me speaking today and me being the person I am today, no, cheating would not fly. However, I was always beforehand, I was always that person like, oh, I would never take a cheater back. I would never do this. Like, oh, if you cheat on me, I would never take you back. I was always that person. And I'm a firm believer at that. You can't say what you would do in a situation until you are actually in that situation. And that goes for anything. And a lot of people took what I said in my last, I think it was a Truth or Drink, me saying like cheating was a deal breaker. Like they took it and twisted it. But me saying cheating was a deal breaker because it wasn't at that moment. Because obviously I went back. You see what I'm saying? So you can't say, and me saying that meant that because I went back. Like I can't say cheating a deal breaker because I didn't leave. You see what I'm saying? Like I went back every time. So it's not a matter of it not being a deal breaker. I feel like in that moment, it wasn't because I kept going back. So I can't say it was a deal breaker if technically it wasn't. But now, me in the space that I am now, no, I wouldn't take somebody back if they cheated on me. Do I think you should take somebody back if they cheated? If you want. Like I don't believe that like, oh, somebody cheated once, they'll do it again. But if they show change, that's good. But if they don't, then that's another story. However, like with that being said, do I think cheating should be a deal breaker or do I think you should leave if someone cheats on you? If you want to. All right, someone said, how do you get over a long-term relationship? How do you heal? Or were you mentally detached or were you like already checked out of a relationship before you, I guess, leave? I see a lot of people say that, like, you know, people, or they say women, which I think men can too, but pretty much check out a relationship mentally before you actually physically leave a relationship. I do believe in that, for sure. And I think that for me personally, I can't necessarily say how I navigated after my relationship because after my relationship was different. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, for me, I feel like I navigated and I healed in the relationship before I left a relationship. And somebody said, do you prefer being in a relationship or being single? Pros and cons. Me, I feel like I'm a lover. I like being in a relationship. I like just being with one person. Like, I'm not the type of person who just like to talk to other people. I will. I have. But only if I'm single. But even then, when I'm single, I got too much going on, child. Like, I can't be keeping up with too many people. You see what I'm saying? I prefer to be single, but I feel like it's cons and pros for both. So I feel like the pros for being single is just like, you're just single. You just kind of filling out yourself and loving yourself again and just figuring out what you like and what you don't like. And you just pretty much, you cater to yourself. You don't have to answer to nobody. You don't have to, you can do whatever you want to do. So that's kind of like the pros of being single. I guess the cons of being single, you don't really have that. I don't know. I don't know what the cons can be to being single, because technically, I guess, child, I don't know. Because I feel like everything, emotionally being connected to someone else. You don't have that when you're single. Like, when you're single, you don't have, besides like your friends and stuff like that, but it's different when you're in a relationship versus like friends. Like, it's stuff that you would tell your partner that you won't tell your friends. I don't know. I feel like the pros of being in a relationship is just you have somebody, a companion, and that's it. I feel like that's the pro. A con of being in a relationship is that at any given time you can be heartbroken. But when you're single, you can't be. So you pick your poison on either one. But I like being single, y'all. I like it a lot. This one was actually someone who tweeted me, and she was like, she hoped I answered her question because she really needs this advice. So I'm doing this for you, girl. And it was pretty much about stepping out of your comfort zone and not regretting it after. I tend to always feel bad when I do something for myself, or I be scared and thinking I'm going to regret it after. Woo, y'all, that's a good question, because I am the person who will tell you to step out of your comfort zone and do whatever it is you want to do. Like, it's been times where I would want to do something, but it's like I would have that thought like, oh, will I regret it, or like, what would I do? And I kind of have I'm like in that phase now, because like I mentioned before in another video, I'm thinking about moving to a whole other state that I never lived before. I never lived anywhere my mom wasn't. I never lived anywhere outside of Atlanta and where I'm from, which is Memphis, Tennessee. So it's different. And it's like I have in the back of my head, like, will I regret it, or, because it's stepping out of my comfort zone, because it's something I never done. But I'm like at a space where it's like, if I don't do it, I will never know what it was like to. So I feel like you should always step out of your comfort zone. And I feel like thinking you're gonna have regrets is a natural instinct. Like, I feel like you will always think that, especially if it's something you've never done before. Like, you feel like, oh, I may regret this or I may not regret it, but you never know until you do it. So I am the type of person who will tell you to do it. Go for it. Like, step out of your comfort zone. Like, if it's something you've never done or you're not sure if you should do it, do it. And usually when you do it, you don't regret it. And I feel like in life is about change. Life is about doing things differently and like reacting the way that you never reacted before and doing things you've never done before. The next question is going to be your definition of friends. Like, what does friendship mean to you? Good question, y'all. So I feel like this is a topic that I feel like is kind of taboo. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of common sense. But for me, a friendship is pretty much a relationship that you have with someone that is genuine, if that makes sense. Like, if you only using me for what you can gain from me, that's not a friendship. Oh, we look cute together. Oh, let's do this. We only talk or we only go out. That's not a friendship to me. Like, no. I feel like a friendship is someone that you can talk to. Someone you get to know, and that person gets to know you deeper than the surface or the outside appearance. So I give trial runs, baby. When it comes to like being my friend, like my actual friend, I give trial runs. And if you don't make that trial run, but like, I've been friends with people for 10 plus years, 3 plus years. Like, I pride on having longevity in friendships, if that makes sense. And when it comes to my friends know everything about me, everything about my life, what I have going on, everything inside of my relationship, everything that I go on when it comes to my relationships, everything that goes on when it comes to my family. Like, that is what I consider a friend. And I know everything about them. They know everything about me. And like a friend, if I call them, they're gonna be there for me. And if they call me, I'll be there for them. Like, outside of anything else, like, that's a friend. So if you are trying to be someone's friend, I feel like a friendship should be based on genuine, like being genuine. That's just like what I look for in a friendship. Like people who know me, like for who I am, like not De'Ara on social media, like real life. And it's just like I run across more people that want to be De'Ara on Instagram friend than be De'Ara in real life friend. If that makes sense. Like people who just want to benefit off my benefits. You know, over time it wasn't like, oh, I'm just going to talk to this person, tell them all my business. Like no, like when I see like somebody's trying to genuinely be my friend and really want to know more about me outside of what they see and outside of who I am and outside of the looks or whatever the case may be, then I can get down with that. Like we can sit down, we can have a conversation, we can get to know each other. I can see the type of person you are, you can see the type of person I am, and that leads to a friendship. Also, y'all, a friend of a friend is not my friend. So like, for example, if someone introduced, so say for instance, if my friend introduced me to someone, that doesn't automatically off rip make you my friend, if that makes sense. So again, like a friend don't make you a friend. And I seen this tweet, oh my God, I seen this tweet, y'all. If you think talking to me every day means we're a friend, then we ain't gonna be friends. And that's so true, because like when it comes to like my best friend, and like I really call my friends my family, but like when it comes to these people, we're not talking every day. Like we have our own lives going on, but like when we catch up, we catching up. And if a person, I feel like a person is only trying to use me, like we ain't friends off rip over 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week. That don't make you my friend. That don't make you my friend. And that's just real tea, y'all. Like that's the real truth. I believe that it's two different people in the world. Your actual friends, like your actual friends, and people that you just go out to the club with, or you just only call up when it's time to have fun. Like it's a difference. It's nothing wrong with it, but it's a difference between somebody you call with your personal business and you crying because this happened or that happened, and somebody that you call, let's go out, and they'll go out with you. Like it is a difference, y'all. Also another thing too, like there's been times where I've been friends with people, and like the friendship, like I mentioned, I just stop talking to people. Like when I feel like the friendship isn't, what I would want in a friendship, I stopped talking to them. And that happened multiple times, and not once have they ever came to the internet. And that goes for me too as well. Like when it comes to like my friendships and when it comes to my relationships, regardless of how it ended or what happened in that friendship or relationship, I'm never coming to the net about any of my friends, about anybody that I was in a relationship that I once had love for. That's not a friend. So to sum it up, y'all, like it's a difference between an associate and a friend. You see what I'm saying? Like I have a lot of associates. I talk to a lot of people. That doesn't make them my friend. Like it comes with my profession. Like I have to conversate and talk to a lot of people. But like I said, it doesn't make them my friend. And like as far as my friend, like my friend is someone who's going to actually be in my wedding, like that. And it's just like if y'all base friendships on the basics, then that makes everybody your friend. That makes everybody my friend. Think about it. Woo, child. Honestly, y'all, I feel like when it comes to ignoring hate or negativity, I feel like it takes extreme focus. That is the key. Especially when you know something is false or fake. That's really the bigger test. That's like the bigger test to it all. And I feel like you have to be there mentally. And not everybody is, but it takes a lot. And I don't think that like it's an overnight thing. It takes time. And for me, I feel like with that being said, like I am more, with me being who I am more, what's the way to pick this? I am more careful, if that makes sense. Like I am more careful with what I respond to. I am more aware, and I am more careful of what I respond to and what I feed into and what I give my attention, because I know the power that I do hold and I don't abuse it, regardless of the situation. Like you have to, and like think about it. Like wait, I seen where, who was it? Okay, so Jay-Z, he said, I got $1 billion or $2 billion and I know where you live. That takes discipline. Like, and that really, like I can relate to that. Like I ain't got $1 billion, y'all, but that's the goal that I'm trying to reach. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a billionaire. I'm trying to be in the Forbes. Like I'm trying to be bigger than I am right now. You see what I'm saying? And that is like something to compare the two. Like, imagine that. Imagine being a billionaire and imagine knowing where somebody lives. And it takes a lot of discipline and a lot of self-control to not react. Imagine that. Imagine the power you know you hold or the money you know you have that literally can get you anywhere in the world and you still have self-control, you still have discipline, and you don't abuse it. When I looked at that and saw it was like, okay, I have the power to crush someone or to crush, you know, something, but you choose not to. No matter what you can do, what you can say, and no matter the power that you hold, you have to be strong mentally to really, really know your power and don't even use it. Think about it. So basically, in the end, you just have to take the high road. And that's what I do all the time because I feel like I know my goals and I know where I want to go. And I know, like I mentioned before, like the moment you take your eyes off the goal and you take your eyes off the prize and what you're trying to reach in life, you automatically lose. And for me, I always say, like, God isn't going to give someone something that they're not ready for. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all that. If you're not ready, he's not going to give it to you. And you know I'm ready. So that's why I got it, child. That's why, you know, that's how I look at it. And with that being said, I feel like you also have to, for me, I feel like you also have to do that for yourself. Not so much for the person or whatever the case may be. Like, you have to do that for yourself. But to close it out, like, to sum it up as well, y'all, at the end of the day, my reputation speaks for itself. And why would I mention anyone when I can mention a brand? You see? Compared to. And I know too, like, when it comes to like addressing negativity and stuff, I know a lot of people out there only will use my name for gain. So there's a lot of people out there, whether it's for negativity or whether it's positive. Like, a lot of people out there will use my name because it holds weight, if we're being realistic. And that's just that on it. So, I mean, why respond? Like, again, like I said, if I'm gonna mention anybody, it's gonna be a brand. Oh, by the way, shout out to Google for sponsoring my last video, y'all. Go check it out. If you ain't watch it, click out of here, go watch that, and come back here. Thank you. At the end of it all, let's get this video to, let's see. I'm thinking 100,000 likes or 50,000 likes. What y'all think? I think y'all can do 100,000 because y'all did with that truth to drink. But let this video to 100,000 likes if y'all want to see another girls talk, but this time, the next girl talk video will be with my best friend. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna leave this video off with this quote that I seen, two quotes actually, but one is, your attention is what gives everything power. And like I mentioned before, when y'all asked like, oh, how do you address how do you don't address negativity or anything like that, that quote, y'all, that quote itself explains it. Like, your attention is what gives anything power. So always remember that. And another thing was, she plays, she wins, and she rules because she has the power to change almost any game. And that means, like, you have the power to really pretty much do anything but you choose to, take the high road. So there you guys have it. I hope you all enjoyed this girls talk. I love you all so much. And I will see you all in the next video. And again, 100,000 likes if y'all want to see another girls talk video with my best friend, but that one will be with my best friend. 100,000, and y'all ain't getting it until we get it. So like the video. And if you ain't seen my last video, click out of here, go watch that, and come back here. Thank you. But I love you all so much, and I'll see you next vloggy vlog. See you next vloggy vlog. Bye.